Word up, traders. How are we? Welcome to Simply Forex. Trader Tom here, and let's do some bloody live streaming. Yeah, live stream time, guys. So ask me as many questions as you like about trading. I'm just bringing up all my other tech so I can see you all in the live chat. Me and tech, not friends, which is quite ironic, really. I'm using tech as part of a YouTube channel. But yeah, how are we, guys? Hope you're having a good trading week, trading day. Yeah, first live stream of the week. So the plan of attack is, maybe you're new to the live stream. The plan of attack is I show you any trades that I'm in or that we've had today. We've had one successful trade today already. And then we're going to take as many questions of yours as we can, guys. We'll also take a quick look at the economic calendar. We like to do this as well, but there's literally nothing today, right? We do have Fed Chair Powell testifying. Okay, so that's quite important, right? At 3 o'clock London GMT. So that's 7 p.m. out here in Dubai. But other than that, guys, no other big news really today. So yeah, that is the plan. I also have a slight confession, guys. I have been pounding peanut M&Ms down my neck like a madman. Honestly, I love peanut M&Ms. I'm not alone. They are the business. All right, guys, I've got my coffee, I've got my water, I'm ready to go. So let's start with a trade that I took today and understand why I took this trade. It's quite an aggressive trade, to be honest, right? But Euro Yen, we was at a weekly support level. I mean, even that there as well, but we was at a weekly support level, okay? And a big psychological number, this 156, right? So it was against trend, but we was at a key support level here. And then if we go to the day chart, we had a bullish candle bounce off of that weekly support level, right? Again, this is against trend, but we were in a downtrend. We're very oversold at this point, right? Those of the guys in the VIP will know this is a strategy that I use. I will take against trend trades if I'm at a weekly support resistance level. If I see buyers or sellers, come into the market in force, that's what we saw. Buyers come into the market. And then the third piece of the jigsaw is usually a H4 structure break, right? Which we haven't had yet. Let me remove this old alarm, right? And we haven't had a H4 structure break, right? Clearly, okay? But we could see that this level through here was potentially making higher lows, okay? Now, we could see that from all of these bottom wicks that were forming. So this is why I was a little bit aggressive. We had this on the H4. And then finally, the last piece of the jigsaw was, this H1 sort of sideways action here, and then bang. We had this nice big bullish H1 candle bounce off of these lows here, this level of support above the moving average 20. And I just entered here, guys. Entered here, stopped below here. I've just taken profit at 1:1. So when I get my 1:1, I've closed 80% profit. And then I'm just going to let profit run a little bit. Things are looking good, right? That is a very bullish H1 candle. I'll see what price does at this level. And I might take another 10% at this level, right? But I'll see how price reacts here. So yeah, that was the trade. As simple as that, guys. When I say simple as that, it's simple price action is what I'm using, right? There's no hidden source or hidden secrets. It's just simple price action. And if you can read the chart using simple price action, you can find high probability trades. It's as simple as that. Hence the name Simply Forex. Have I said the word simply enough today? I think I have. So there you go, guys. That was the trade euro yen. Yeah, and I almost got into this trade, but didn't, unfortunately, right? But pound Swiss franc. So this was a similar story. Let me remove this, okay? These are the levels I was looking at. All right, so if we look at pound Swiss franc, we're in this uptrend, right? This is where we are. We're in an uptrend, you know, plus a bit of a range, right, between here and here. Okay. Now, this candle wasn't very bullish, you know, the opposite, but we had a nice moving average 20 on the daily coming around. And look how price has pinged off that level, right? It's such a good dynamic support and resistance level. It really is. And then we saw this on the H4, right? We saw this nice big bullish wick, right, with this, you know, and closed above the moving average 20. And at this point, we also had a H1 structure break, right? So again, all I'm doing is reading price action, okay? And we was at this level. And then once we got that big bullish H4 candle, at the same time, we also got a break of this high. And we got a H1 structure break. Yeah, this candle closed above these highs. And when it retraced to here, my alarm went off, but I was still in euro yen at the time, and Swiss franc and yen are flight to safety currency pairs. So I didn't take this trade, but this is moving really nicely now as well. I think we could take price back up to this 3,000 or even back up to these highs in here. So we shall see. So yeah, that's me, guys. That's what I traded today. That's what I was looking at. Now, let me just show you the VIP Discord, guys, just so you can see that this is where I put all of my trades. Okay, so this is happened earlier on. This was 1 p.m. Dubai time, which is 12:11, which is 9 o'clock UK time. And I took this trade, right? Euro yen buy. Entry exactly as I just showed you. Stop loss, take profit, let 20% run, hit TP, right? And this is the trade I am in currently. So there you go, guys. You know, if you're interested in joining our VIP and want all of my trades as and when they happen, then subscribe. Yeah, come join the Discord and then subscribe to the VIP. Right. There you go, guys. That's me. Let's see who's in the house. Tony, how are you? Luigi, hi, Tom. We're all in the live stream. Hi, Luigi. Michael, hi. How are you? Godwin, hi. How are you, mate? Fapello, how are you, Fapello? Godwin, pound Canadian dollar for me. Okay, we'll take a look at pound Canadian dollar for Godwin. And okay, a bit of brotherly love. Tony Gold, good to see you, broski. Right, let's take a look at pound Canadian dollar then for Godwin. And guys, if you are new to the live stream, please don't be shy. Ask as many questions as you like in the live chat, and I will endeavor to answer all of them. And it can be anything to do with trading, like anything. It can also be about football. I'm quite knowledgeable on football. I'm from the UK. It's part of my heritage. Pound Canadian dollar for Godwin. Let's take a look. Now, I like this for sells, right? I do. And this was one of our trade ideas for today, right? So, daily chart, right? We're in this downtrend. We're literally below the moving average 20 now. And then just look at these candles. Bearish, 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 right? I think we can take price potentially all the way back down to this level of support here. And if I just quickly show you that on the weekly chart, right? You know, look at that candle. That is also suggesting sells, right? And we're in this range between here and here. So we just want to come to the bottom of the range, right? So weekly and daily, I like. Let's take a quick look at the H4. And this, on the H4, it's not ready to sell for me, purely because of this candle, right? Now, you could say this is a doji. It is, right? But because of the bottom wick is larger than the top wick, right? Then I would say this candle is more bullish than indecision. This candle's telling me price might want to come a little bit higher before we come lower. I still want to sell pound Canadian dollar, right? The daily and weekly are telling me that. Okay, but is it ready to sell on the H4 for the reasons I just explained? Not ready yet, right? Now, if we drop down to the H1, it's tricky, right? Because have we had a structure break? Have we broken this high? We have, right? But we haven't broken this high, right? Another thing to consider is that we're above the moving average 20 now. So yeah, it's not clear for me to trade this H1, right? If we get something like this, right, and then we get bang, we get a clear break again of H1, and we're below the moving average 20, right? Then I really like this as a sell trade. And in fact, this is what happened the other day. And again, if I just show you the VIP Discord quickly, right? This trade here, guys. So I took pound Canadian dollar sells yesterday and we hit target, right? It was a nice trade. This is yesterday's trade. Now, let's look at that. And I literally entered here for a sell. So why is that? So again, H1 was kind of, building up and we were, potentially in an uptrend. We was above the moving average 20. But as soon as price clearly broke H1 structure with this candle here, right? Let's make that a little bit clearer. You can see these lows were broken with this candle. So we started to make lower lows. We was also just below the moving average 20. This is another piece of confluence for me, right? I entered, right? I got a slight retrace, entered here, stop loss above here, and then took it back down to these lows. All right, so this is a nice A1 top-notch, wonderful setup on the H1. Now, if you compare it to this, it's not, right? You can clearly see this was a nice structure break, closing below the moving average 20, whereas this is less clear, right? Is it, is it moving up? Is it going to use the moving average 20 as support? Yeah, it's just not ready for me yet. And as I always preach, guys, to everyone in my mentorship program, to everyone in the VIP Discord, on the course, right? You want to be in at the right time, not the early, you want to be in at the right price, not the early price. Okay, so I will patiently wait, right, for an A1 setup. And if we get it, bang, we'll take the trade. So pound Canadian dollar, not there just yet. But I want to sell pound Canadian dollar. All right, Godwin, so I hope that helps. Colin, yo, I see you took Euro Yen trade as well. Respect. Zuzi, hi, Euro US dollar. Okay, Zuzi, we'll take a look at Euro US dollar. Okay, Colin's left 25% of the Euro Yen trade to run. All right, nice. Yeah, let's see if it runs. It's at least got a little bit more room up to that resistance level. Kibria, hi Tom, may I ask you what is your entry exit stop loss technique for swing trading you publish every weekend? Always thanks. Right, Kibria, we'll answer that as well. So we've got some great questions here, guys, right? Let's start with Euro US dollar. dollar. Before we do, if I could please ask everyone to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button, guys. Thank you very much. While you smash the like button, I'm going to have a quick drink of coffee. And you're probably thinking, Tom, you always drink out of your Liverpool mug. And yes, I do. That is correct. Right, Euro US dollar. We look at, let's do a top-down approach, guys, and let's do it together. Now, let's remove some of these. This needs a little bit of a spring clean, guys, right? Sometimes the charts need a bit of a spring clean, because all these levels up here are not really important anymore, right? You know, we're miles away from that price. So let's do this one together, right? Let's everyone get involved. You're here to learn about trading. So I'm going to ask you the following question. And if you just leave your answer in the live chat, right? And the question is, we're going to do weekly, daily, H4, even H1. But let's start with the weekly. Now, what would you do with this chart, right? Would you buy it? Would you sell it? Or would you stay out? Now, everyone, guys, leave your answer right now in the live chat. Euro US dollar weekly chart, buy, sell, or stay out. I will drink more coffee. And don't be shy. I don't bite. Not much, anyway. Okay, Michael would buy. Kibria would stay out. Godwin would stay out. Zuzi would stay out. Nuno would stay out. Nuno Nunes. This sounds like a Portuguese fast winger who's quite skillful. I always, when I see certain names, guys, on the live chat, I think of football players. And Nuno Nunes sounds like an awesome Portuguese winger. Am I right, Nuno, or am I totally wrong? Right, Tony would stay out, Luigi would stay out, right? So this one is pretty unanimous, right? And everyone who answered is saying stay out. And I've got to agree with Euro US dollar, right? If we just follow price action, we are in a downtrend, right? There's no two ways about it, right? We're in a downtrend, but we've clearly found an area of support here. In fact, we should even put a level in as well, right? The market has found an area of support down here, right? And price keeps, you'll probably see this more clearly on the day chart. So this wick does look pretty bearish, right? So I can see how you could consider sells, right? But I am not selling into those lows. That doesn't make sense to me, right? There's no value there. And I don't want to buy, right? I don't want to buy into a downtrend. And we've got bearish candle, bearish wick. So my default answer is, if I don't want to buy and I don't want to sell it, I stay out. And I would totally agree with you guys, right? I would stay out of that market. It's scruffy. And all those gap ups and gap downs last week, that they've made it a little bit extra scruffy, right? So weekly is stay out. Okay. Raymond Hep, am I very late? Yes, Raymond, and there will be punishment for being late. I'm only joking. There's no punishment for being late. Right, now let's move to the day chart, right? And looking at the day chart, that keeps saying the same thing. Same question, guys. Would you buy, sell, or stay out of this market, right? That's your only three options ever in trading. Every time you look at a chart, ask yourself, would I buy it? No. Okay. Would I sell it? No. Okay. Then you stay out, right? So Euro US dollar day chart, buy, sell, or stay out. Yusuf, hi Tom, how is your day going? Hope you're doing great. Yusuf, I'm having a wonderful day, thank you. We had a nice winning trade on Euro Yen, which is still running. Thank you for asking. So Kibria, stay out. Raymond, stay out. Nuno Nunez, which is like saying your name. Sell. Luigi, stay out. Godwin, stay out. Okay. Again, pretty unanimous. Anyone else? Okay, so we have got, I don't know what's happening to my live chat all of a sudden. Anyway, right, so again, the majority have spoken. Remember, guys, you are the sentiment of the market, right? You're all traders or you're learning to trade. And I want all of you to see the same thing, right? So if you're all saying stay out, stay out. You are a very good indicator. If you all said buy, buy it. You're a very good indicator. If everyone said sell it, right? But if everyone says I would buy, I would sell, I would stay out, I would buy, I would sell, I would, then you're lost, right? There is no direction to stay out. Now, Euro US dollar, I have to say on the day chart, right, is a downtrend, first and foremost. Let's just look at the facts, right? We're getting lower highs, lower lows, right? We're in a downtrend. And very bearish candle followed by bearish candle. That top wick tells us it's bearish, right? We're below this area of potential support and resistance. And for all of those reasons, I would actually sell the day chart back down to these lows, right? From this area. This seems like a good area to sell from, right? Obviously, I need H4 or H1 to set up as well, right? But this is looking like a good selling opportunity on the daily chart, right? Now, daily for me is a sell, but remember we had the weekly chart and that was a stay out, right? So this was a stay out of the market and the weekly was scruffy. So all in all, it's not a trade because the weekly doesn't support the daily, right? But just looking at the daily, I think this could be a good area for sales. All right. So let's carry this on. And guys, I'm seeing all your other questions. I will answer all of them. No problem. So let's drop down to the H4 now. Now, looking at the H4, guys, same question. We won't go any lower than the H4 today, but on this chart, H4, would you buy, sell, or stay out of the market? Again, let us know. So everyone, get involved. Let us know what you would do with Euro US dollar H4 chart. Sorry, guys, I've got some alarms going off. So that pound Swiss franc trade would have hit target. Right, buy, stay out, sell, stay out, stay out. Wait for a reaction on resistance. Okay. Yeah, okay. So generally speaking, guys, yeah, this H4, Michael would sell. Yeah, I agree. I mean, this is clearly in a H4 downtrend, right? And we're below the moving average 20. Okay. So this is looking like a good selling opportunity. Okay. Now, right now, well, just this area I like. Now, two things are going to happen, right? Or two things are going to happen, right? You are either going to get a retrace to this level, and at this point we see a nice bearish H4 candle. Now, based on what we know about the daily, I think that could potentially be a nice selling candle, right? As long as this high isn't broken. As long as H4 is still intact, we get a candle like this, I think this could be a good selling opportunity, right? That's scenario number one. The next scenario is this level, we get a big bullish green candle. Excuse me, just sort of too many peanut M&Ms. We get a nice big bullish candle like this, which breaks this high, and then I'm not interested because the daily was telling me to sell, and this is looking like a buying opportunity. And they're the two things that are going to happen. It's either going to break this level, right, and we're not interested in selling, or this level is going to hold and we get a nice reaction and then we can start selling. All right, so that's what I'm looking for, guys, right? So yeah, there you go. I hope that helps you with Euro US dollar. Guys, first of all, if I could please ask you to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. And right now, guys, we are going to hear from our sponsors.
We are super excited to have partnered with Pepperstone, a world-class award-winning broker. Not only will you benefit from raw spreads, lightning-fast execution, low commissions, and cutting-edge tools, plus a dedicated support network, but you can also directly trade on TradingView. Right now, we also have some great special offers when you sign up with Pepperstone, including a free premium TradingView subscription and exclusive access to the VIP Trading Academy. So are you ready to take your trading to the next level and make Pepperstone your #1 broker? Click the link in the description and sign up today.
All right, guys, so there you go. Sponsored by Pepperstone today. Check out that promotion. It's a great promotion. Right, we've got some more questions coming through. So let's take a look. Let's do them in some kind of order. Okay, so Kibria had a question here. So, hi, Tom. May I ask you, what is your entry, exit, stop loss technique for swing trading that you publish every weekend? Always thanks. So this is what I'm going to, this is generally what I'm going to do with a trade, right? So it doesn't matter what time frame. This could be the weekly and a swing trade, or it could be the H1 I'm looking for in an, an intraday trade, right? It could be either or, okay? So this chart is weekly, H1, doesn't matter, right? Right. So all I'm looking for is trend. We're in an uptrend, right? This is very generally speaking, guys. Obviously, there's a bit more to it. And to be honest with you, like entries and exits and stop losses are quite straightforward. It's more managing trades that is where the real skill takes place, all right? But let's just focus on entries, not managing trades. Now, this is in an uptrend, right? And then all I do is pinpoint areas where price could react, right? There's an area here and there's an area there, right? So somewhere in here, all I'm looking for, it doesn't matter if this is weekly, hourly, daily, whatever, right? Price to retrace into my area of interest. Then I want to see in an uptrend a bullish reaction. Okay, and then once I get that bullish reaction, I will start buying. Okay, and my stop loss will always go below the last swing low. So if I'm buying, it goes below this last swing low here, right? My stop loss will be down here. And if I'm selling, obviously above the last swing high. And then I'm looking for a minimum of 1:1. So let's say we get 1:1 up here somewhere. All right. And that's basically what we're looking for in terms of an entry. I want to hide stop losses below swing lows or swing highs. I want to enter on a retrace into an area of value and that I'm interested in, and I want to get a minimum of 1:1. Doesn't matter if this is weekly, daily, H4, whatever, right? That's what we're looking for. All right, Kibria. So yeah, that is it. But and Kibria, and everyone, guys, right? If you want access to everything that I've learned, all my experiences over the years, how I trade, how to read price action, how to use advanced techniques, money and risk management, psychology, then we have just launched our Simply Forex complete trading course, right? And that, along with all of our other premium trading education, is on our website, www.simply-forex.com. So if you go on there, guys, we're giving you 25% off all of our trading education. So the course, which we've just completed, the VIP Discord, and the mentorship where I coach you one-on-one. So if you're interested in that, 25% off right now till the end of Feb. So Kibria, yeah, hope that answers that. Luigi, Tom, besides the 20 MA, what other indicators do you use? Just curious. None. That's the only indicator I use. It's the best one, right? So moving average 20 is this blue line on my chart, right? This is actually the simple moving average 20, right? It doesn't, you could use the, exponential moving average. It won't be much of a difference, but this simple moving average 20 just does so many things. It's such a versatile indicator. So it will act as a good support area, right? In an uptrend, it will act as a good resistance area in a downtrend, right? And so on and so forth. Good support area in an uptrend, right? So it acts as very good dynamic support and resistance. That's his first purpose. Generally speaking, if we're below the moving average 20, I want to sell. If we're above it, I want to buy, right? It helps me visually and as a piece of confluence in that respect. And the moving average 20 is the mean, right? It's the mean of the chart, right? And price always wants to revert back to the mean, right? But if we go back in time, let's say here, right? Now, when price gapped down, here's the moving average 20, here's price. So the distance between the moving average and price also tells you if something is very overbought, or in this case, oversold. It's very overextended, and price will want to make its way back to the moving average 20, right? Which it does. If we come out of this back to the future mode, right, you can see it comes back immediately to the moving average 20. All right, so yeah, that's what I use it for, Luigi. It's the only indicator I use. And guys, as a general rule, I mean, there's a few guys in the VIP Discord who use like quite a few indicators, and I don't have anything against indicators, right? If it helps you trade or acts as another piece of confluence and you find it helps you, then I'm all for it, right? And you're getting good results from those indicators. But even if you do use indicators, you must be able to read a chart in terms of price action. That is more important than any indicator, right? You must be able to understand structure and trend. You must be able to read candlesticks. You must be able to plot accurate support and resistance levels. You must understand this concept of value, trading from value, and you must be able to analyze multiple time frames. That is more important than any indicator. But once you understand that, you can then potentially add indicators to maybe help you with entries, help you with exits, help you with confluence, right? but price action is king dong along, right? It's the King Kong of trading. So yeah, only 20 MA, Luigi. Please, Tom, how many pieces of confluence do you need to see before taking a trade, and what are your best indicators for confluence? So, okay, so this leads on from Luigi's question. Now, the best indicators are what I've just said. So if I'm with structure and therefore trend, tick, right? If I'm trading from an area of support and resistance, tick. If I have, let's say I'm buying the market and there's a nice bullish candle, tick, right? I need to trade from value. So if the market has retraced enough, right, into value, tick, right? And then it also needs to make sense in terms of weekly, daily, H4, H1, right? That jigsaw, if you like. I need to piece that together and understand that. And then once I have all of those things ticked, you've got a good trade, right? Simple as that. So all my confluence comes from price action and the moving average 20, right? And generally speaking, I could have 3, 4, 5, even 6 bits of confluence. And if everything's pulling in the right direction, then chances are you have, a high probability trade. All right. So yeah, but good questions, guys. I like these questions. Right. Well, so I saw some more questions down here. Okay, Nuno Nunes, the fast Portuguese winger. I do remember your name. Tom, a question. Remember me when you trade divergence weekly and daily charts? Are you talking about yourself, Nuno? I don't trade divergence in a chart, right? I understand what divergence is, but I don't trade that as part of my strategy. Okay, I know, again, we've got a few traders in the VIP Discord that do use divergence, but me personally, that's not how I trade. That's not part of my strategy. So there you go. Thomas makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Thomas. And great name, by the way. Probably the best name in the world, Thomas. Right, Niraj wants to know about Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. So yeah, Nuno, there are no situations where I trade divergence. I trade weekly support and resistance levels with breakdowns in structure, but I'm not looking at divergence. So yeah, Zuzi, what do you think about Hull MA? What is Hull MA? Hull moving average. Is that what that is, Zuzi? Please explain. I'm not too sure what that is. Okay. Right, Niraj, let's have a look at Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar for Niraj. So Zuzia said, yes, Hull M. I've never heard of Hull MA. I'm always very dubious about, new moving averages, new indicators, right? Because you need indicators that everyone else is looking at, right? That's what makes them good indicators. If everyone's using the MACD, great, use it. If everyone's using Bollinger Bands, great, use them. If everyone's using the moving average 20 or the moving average 50, great, use them. But don't use like the Hull MA or some other, indicator that other people are not looking at, because you're going to find that you'll be on your own with that indicator. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like the sentiment of the market, you want to be with the sentiment. And if lots of people are looking at Bollinger Bands, you want to use that indicator, right? So I'm always very dubious of these, here today, gone tomorrow, created indicators or moving averages, right? Stick with what's been traded for years, right? Boom. Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, can we buy? Let's have a look. So looking at the H4, right? Obviously, it was one of our buy trades for today. Looking at the H4, this hasn't retraced enough. Here's the moving average 20. You can see where my alarm is. This is where I want to see price retrace to, right? Moving average 20 catch up. There's some value, some good value here, right? Here, nothing's telling me to buy that on the H4. Bearish, bearish, bearish. That's suggesting price can come lower. But let's have a look at the H1. So this H1 candle will be interesting, right? So H1, we're in this uptrend and then absolute consolidation, right? If we get a break of these lows, I think we're making it down to our area of value, this area that I like. If we break this, maybe we do come back up to these highs, but I'm not necessarily interested in buying it. There's not enough value here, right? So it'd be interesting to see what this candle does, right? If it closes back into this range, we end up with a candle like this, right? Then let's just see what happens. If we get a candle like this that breaks all of these highs, then it would be an aggressive trade, but you could potentially buy from there. But I'm interested in that. I am interested in what's just happening now. I'm not interested in that. I'm going to see price in here. Right. Interestingly, guys, what we've just had is a break on silver. Actually, not quite yet. So silver, I really like the looks of, guys. If we get a break, it was resistance, then it's support, right? If we get a break, we get a nice big bearish H4 candle, break this level, something like this. Sorry about my coloring in. Yeah, it's like a 3-year-old's colored it in. If we get a break, retest, right, then I'm interested in selling down to here. All right, but again, this is silver against the US dollar. So please bear in mind, we've got Fed Chair Powell talking later. I just checking I've got all of those words in the correct order. So we'll see. I'm going to add a new alarm here actually, because I really like this level, but I want to see a break of that low. All right, so just set your alarms up, guys. If you like a level, set your alarm up, see what happens. Right, guys. So we've got a few people asking about yen. So we haven't got enough time to talk about yen, guys, but I'm seeing a bit of yen weakness creep into the market today. One of my trades was euro yen buy, right? I bought yen pair. I bought euro yen, so that suggested yen weakness. Euro yen, for example, if we break this level, right, then I really think we're off to the races, because a lot of yen pairs are at weekly support levels. So yen weakness I'm seeing creep in, but obviously, you know, the correlation between yen and the indices will play a big part in yen strength or not. And then finally, Tom, do you think Fibonacci levels are good for take profits? Again, I'm a bit dubious. So when I think of a take profit, so let's pick any pair. I'm going to pick it just one pair at random, right? So let's go to the daily chart, right? Now, you could do a fib level here, right? Let's say that's the low, right? This is the low. I haven't got all the levels up, right? But let's say the 1.618's down here, right? And this is, let's say we start selling here, and this is my target. Now, why is that your target? You need a reason to have a target, right? It just means it's just a line in the middle of nowhere, right? Now, if I'm going to pick a target, it will be this support zone, because this is where buyers will come into the market. So I wouldn't rely on indicators to tell you that. Plot good support and resistance levels and use them as targets, right? If I was buying this market, this 65,000 would be my target, right? If I was selling this market, as you can see, this blue line would be my target. Not any fib level down here or up here. Yeah, everything you need is in the chart, right? It gives you all the facts that you need. So read the chart. That's what it's all about. And if you want to learn how to read the chart, like I say, check out our website, www.simply-forex.com. All right, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button and smash the like button. Please come and join us again, same time tomorrow, 7 a.m. New York EST time. Have a great trading day, and I'll see you later.